what happened was I saw a Twitter post saying that Decentraland is basically a ghost town with like some 60 daily active users, according to DApp Radar. And they're saying like this is just outrageously overvalued, according to the token price at like a couple of billion. And so I kind of digged into that a little bit more. I, really followed up on, whether that's true. I looked at what the other side was saying, right? What Decentraland is saying is like, is that even true? So turns out there is a website called DCL Metrics that actually shows you daily active users, weekly active users, monthly active users. It's a lot more than what this person said it is. So the DApp Radar, the way they calculate user is interaction with a contract. So, when you're signing in, when you're logging into Decentraland, you don't have to necessarily log in with your wallet. And even then, I don't even think it's like a contract interaction. So it's not a great indication of total active users. So I went into Decentraland myself, play around with it. And yeah, like there's not that many users. I would agree, but there's a ton of users playing poker. So when you first land into Genesis Plaza in Decentraland, it gives you different places that you can jump into. And it's changed a lot in 2 years. I remember when I went in 2020, it was very different. Like you land and then it's completely open. Now it's much more of a curated spot where they tell you or they suggest to you where you want to go and visit. So poker, there was like 200 something people at the same time that were playing. I jumped in. Sure enough, yes, there's a lot of players playing poker. So
how are they curating it in terms of like, you log into the Genesis plot and then you're going to like they have a billboard or something that you say, hey, This is okay.
It looks very similar. What was that?
It teleports you then?
Yes. So that's interesting because I remember when I first looked at DCL, like back in 2020, you log in, right? You jump in and then you're in Genesis Plaza and then you're like walking around. And I remember you would like walk for a long time and you wouldn't see much. So that obviously is not a great user experience because the plots are like, people build on plots that could be very far away. Some landowners didn't build anything, right? So you would walk through plots that are empty. But with this curated experience, you can't even move out of the Genesis plot. That's what I saw. You have to basically go through these curated experiences. And so it works very similar to Roblox. When you go in, when you open up the Roblox dashboard, they have featured games, like new games, that kind of stuff to suggest to you where how you want to play. So that's what's happening in DCL right now. So there are players. It's definitely not 60 a day.
Or
whatever that outrageous number is.
Assuming it's definitely more than 60 for sure, is what you're saying. It's
around, so DCL Metrics says that it's about 7,000 to 9,000 a day, daily active users.
And
that's a real, I think that's true.
Are they legally required to give accurate? I'm assuming yes.
So the DCL Metrics website, it seems like someone else outside of DCL created it.
Independent of, okay.
It's to DCL's advantage to provide those numbers, right?
As long as they're good, yeah, or better than 60.
Yeah, I think that's a decent number.
Yeah.
It's very early. Hey everyone, this is Jack, and thanks for watching this clip from Hello Player One. If you enjoyed it, you can click here to watch another one, or if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here. See you later.